Hello learners, this is Vandana Shukla, computer educator at Deep Darshan Vidya Sankul. Welcome back to chapter number 5, HTML2. In the previous video we were talking about image tag. So in that, the last one topic, that is align. You can use the align attribute to place the image on left or right side of the web page. If you want to place your image to the left or right side, so you can use the align attribute. If the align attribute is set to left, the image float to the left margin. If you will give the value in the align, that is left, so your image will be placed to left side. If it set to right, then image floats to the right margin. See the example. P tag then img src equal to flower.jpg. Alt equal to white roses, width equal to 32, height equal to 21, align equal to left. So by given this statement, you should know that in the src the image file name is flower.jpg, alt equal to white rose, and the width of the image file, that is 32, and height of that image file is 21, and the align value is left, so the image will margin to the left side. The image will be followed to the left side of the web page, and this text will therefore be placed on the right side, and after that close the P tag. In the above code, the paragraph tag helps in formatting the paragraph to be displayed along with the image on the web page. Alt attributes describes the image when the image cannot be displayed by the browser. Height and width attribute decides the area of the image on the web page, and the align attribute defines the position of the image on the web page. Means the P tag, that is paragraph displaying along with the images on the web page, and the height describe the height of the image, width describe the width of the image, and the align attribute defines the alignment, means the position of the image on the web page. Since the image is set to the left side, the text flows towards the right side as seen in the output below. As we have placed the image to the left side, so the text will place to the right side on the web page. See, the result is given in the bottom side. So the left side, that is image two white roses, this image is placed to the left side, and the text is placed to the right side. The image will be followed to the left side of the web page, and this text will therefore be placed on the right side. So this is all about the align attribute which we use in SRC, we use in the align attribute in the img tag. So our next topic is inserting external image. How can we insert external image? So first we will see what is external image. An external image may be required if any of the following situation. When the images formats like BMP or PICT are not supported by the browser. Most browsers supports either GIF format or JPG format. Means so many time it happens then that image format like BMP and PICT are not supported by the browser, and most browser only supports GIF or JPG format. So second one is when an image is to be viewed in text only browser, when you want to see the larger side of the inline image. Note, the external image can be inserted on the web page using an anchor tag, which may be learned from the later section of this chapter. So this way you can insert external image. Now the next topic is how to insert audio or video. When you prepare a web page, an audio or moving picture makes the page impressive and pleasing. Means if you are going to create your web page, so if you use audio and video, so it will enhance the quality of your page, and also it becomes so impressive. When you want to show the operations of your business, you can do so by inserting a movie. Means if you want to make a web page that shows the operation of your business, so you can do it by inserting a movie. Both the audio and video can be inserted using a plug-in. A plug-in is a small computer program that extends the standard functionality of the browser. You can insert such plug-in using the embed tag. The embed tag acts as container to non-HTML resources. The embed tag element to insert audio. The embed tag defines a container for external content. The non-HTML contents are the objects other than the text and the graphics used in HTML. They are sound effects, the video clips and moving pictures. If you want to insert a song at the background of the web page, use the following code to embed MP3 file in the web page. Means if you want to insert any audio or any video in your web page, so use the embed tag. and you can insert audio or video. For example, embed tag, then height equal to 50, width equal to 100 and src equal to your titanic.mp3. This is a audio file. So this way you can create your audio or video to insert in your web page. The above code displays an audio player on one corner of the web page as shown in the output. The songs begin to play the moment the web page gets opened. However, the user can stop or pause the song whenever he so desires. If you want to place the audio player in the center, you can use the center element since it does not have another attribute to place it in the center of the window. You can see the result here. See user, HP, then music, then desktop and then audio file, and see the black color which shows the audio file is inserted in the web page. So for inserting audio and video in your web page, use the embed tag. The control and autoplay attribute of audio tag. The autoplay attribute of audio specify the audio will start playing as soon as it is ready. The song inserted at the background of the web page. Use the following code to embed and autoplay a mp3 file in web page. Example is given. Audio controls autoplay. Embed height equal to 50, width equal to 100 and src equal to titanic.mp3, then close the audio tag. The above code displays an audio player on one corner of the web page as shown in the output. The song begin to play automatically the moment the web page gets opened. Means when you open the web page or when you will run that code, HTML code, so the song which we have inserted is started playing automatically. Next point is inserting video. For example, body tag center, embed height equal to 250, width equal to 320 and src equal to movie.mp4. Then br tag, hr tag, then close the center tag, then close the body tag. So here in the embedded height and width of the picture is mentioned, and also the address of the image file has mentioned in this code. The above code products the following output. You can see the output which we have used. So this kind of output we will get on our web page. So next one topic is inserting video using control attribute. Means how can you insert an audio with the help of control attribute. Use the following code to insert the video movie in the web page. You can use the control attribute with embed tag as shown below. Example is body, center, then video controls, then embed height equal to 250 and width equal to 320, then src equal to movie.mp4, then close the video, then close the center and close the body tag. So this way you can use the control tag which comes in img, and height and width is measured here, and also the image file name we have mentioned here. So the above code purchases the following output as you can see in the given image. Inserting video using preload attribute. This attribute was formerly known as auto buffer, and it was an boolean attribute as controls name do not buffer video file automatically. So the attribute was formerly known as auto buffer, and it was an boolean attribute as controls none do not buffer video file automatically. Metadata only buffer the metadata or video. Auto buffer video file from get its played. Use the following code to chap. Use the following code auto buffer buffer video file before it gets played, and use the following code to insert the video movie in the web page. You can use the preload attribute with embed tag as shown below. Say the following example: body tag, then center, then video controls preload equal to none, embed height equal to 250, width equal to 320, and src equal to movie.mp4. This is your video file name. Then close the video and close the center tag, then close the body tag. The above code produces the following output. So see, the video file is in the center, and as we have mentioned in the preload equal to none, so when it loaded, so it will not preload whenever we click on the particular play button on the video file. Then the next topic is linking. You can add more than one page in your website. These additional pages are linked to the home page via a text or a picture. Means in a website we can add more than one page with additional links. and that links to the home page via text or a picture. This linking is done using an anchor element in HTML. Means if you want to link a page with another web page, so what we will do? We will use anchor tag in HTML document. Anchor element. Anchor element identified by the A tag. It is container tag, so it has the start tag and the end tag. An anchor element is used to create a hyperlink in a web page. Means when we want to create hyperlink in a web page, so we will use anchor tag. Anchor tag create to link one page to another web page. The word anchor has come from the function performed by anchor in a ship. As an anchor supports the ship when it reaches the shore, similarly the document link support the text or the picture on the home page. So that's why anchor tag has using in this HTML document. An anchor element consists of three parts. So there are three parts of this element. The start tag, that is A tag, containing the attribute like href, and the href is mandatory. Target, which is optional, and name, which is also optional. The text or the image to be hyperlinked. The end tag, that is close A. So as we know, anchor element has three parts. The starting A tag containing the attribute, that is href equal to whatever the link file is be there. Then target, that is optional, and also name is also optional. The text or the image to be hyperlinked, and the end tag. The basic syntax of anchor tag is The basic syntax of anchor tag is A, that is anchor tag, then attribute href, which is mandatory, address of the supporting web page, target equal to blank or top, name equal to text, text acting as hyperlink, and then close the anchor tag. The attributes of anchor tag are href, name, and target. Let us discuss them. First one is href. The meaning of href is hypertext reference. Hypertext reference. This attribute is mandatory in anchor tag. The href attribute takes the value as the address of the supporting document. Both the relative and the absolute links can act as values to the href attribute. Examples are A, href equal to http://www.w3org, website of W3C, then close the enter tag. To link to a page to another website, you need to give the full web address. Such type of link is absolute as it specifies both protocol name HTTP and the host name, which is www.w3.org. The relative link can only be linked to a page from the same site. If you were linking to a page in the same folder, the href would be just page1.html as shown below. Say the code a href equal to page.html. Target. The target attribute helps in opening a web page. The value blank opens the web page in a new browser window. The value equal to top opens the linked web page in the currently active browser window. For example, if you want to open the web page in a new window, following code is to be used. A href equal to http://www.google.com, then target equal to blank and then search engine. If you want to open the linked web page in the same browser window as the correct one, following code is to be used. So say the code HTML body, then p tag, that is paragraph tag, open the web page in the current window. A href equal to :/www.google.com, target equal to top, want to Google, then close the anchor tag, then close the body tag and close the HTML tag. The above code will open the web page of Google on clicking the link. Want to Google in the same browser window as the existing window. It will not open a new window to it will not open a new window to load the web page of google.com. So the next one attribute is name tag. Name attribute gives a name to the anchor tag. This attribute takes the value as text string. This helps in linking to a specific section within the web page that has been formed. So that has been named. So the example is, if you have a long web page with a section about cells, in this section can be given a name using names attribute as shown below. The purpose of name is that anchor can link to the named anchor. So a name equal to /cells section, then cells order September UP, then close the anchor tag. Linking to named anchor. To link a named anchor, add a hash mark to the end of the uniform resource locator of the web page followed by the name of the section it will open. For example, to link to a section named cell section within the page called nameexample.html, the following code is used: ahref equal to named example.html, then cells section, and then close anchor tag. If this link is to be named anchor in the same web page, then you don't need the file name of the web page, just the hash mark and the name of the anchor. Next is to link the cells section in our existing web page. You can write the code ahref equal to cell section, then cells. Please note the name anchor itself doesn't have a hash mark. A name equal to section, cells section. A link to the named anchor always has a hash mark. Then ahref equal to html. Then next is email link. You can create an email link on your page. The browser will read an email link using the value starting with Melito rather than HTTP with your email address rather than a web address. Syntax is given below. ahref, then Melito, your surname, @emailaccount.com. Then email the username, then close the anchor tag. Example, you want to create an email link to yourself. Then the code would be ahref Melito, then email to myself. When the user would click on the link email to myself, the mailing of Gmail will get opened with the address myself@.com after the field 2. Image as a link. The basic syntax to create an image link, that is ahref equal to address of the file to be opened when you click on the image, img src equal to address of the image file, then alt equal to text to be displayed when image is not loaded, then close the anchor tag. This attribute src in img tag takes the value of the address to the image, whereas href attribute takes the value of the address of the HTML document that will be loaded when you click on the image. Next example, you want to open the website of Facebook. When somebody click on the image, that is called facebook.jpg. Code is ahref, then http www.facebook.com, img src equal to facebook.jpg, then close the anchor tag. Next one is colors of the link. You can set the color of the text that acts as a link using body tag. The general syntax is body link has the decimal code of the color or the name you for color. Then V-link hexadecimal code of the color or Nemio color. A-link hexadecimal code for the color or name of color. In the above code, the link attribute in the body tag is a standard link. It is a text link that has not been clicked by the user yet. It appears in its standard color, blue, whose hexadecimal code is which is given on the screen. The V-link attribute in the form tag is visited link. It is a text link that has been clicked by user at least once. The standard color of this link is purple, whose hexadecimal code is given in the picture. The A-link attribute in the body tag is an active link. It is a text link that may change its color when the user brings the mouse over it. The standard color of this link is red, whose hexadecimal code is given. For example 20, if you want to set the color of the link to red, a link to green and V-link to pink as against their standard color, use the following code: body link equal to red, A link equal to green and V link equal to pink. Example 21. If you want to use a hexadecimal number for the above colors, following will be the code: body link, then color code, then A link, again the color code, and V link, then color code. Note, the hexadecimal code of the color can be seen from the website http://htmlcolorcodes.info/. Then we will see the summary of this chapter. List provide the information in a structured and easy to read format. There are three types of list: OL, UL and DL. UL tag classifies the data items that have equal importance. None of the data items are ranked. They are identified by a symbol. It may be square, circle or disk. OL tag classifies the data items that do not have equal importance, so that the data item in a list are represented using numbers, the Roman letters or alphabet. The default symbol is number. Definition list are the list element that have an array of tag. The other tag used with this are DL to define the definition term and the DD for the definition of the list item. The image in a web page is a drawing painted through paintbrush or photography taken by camera or a clip art. There are two types of images: inline image and external image. The embed tag defines a container tag. There are also sound effect, the video clips and movies picture. An anchor tag is used to create a hyperlink in a web page. An anchor element consists of three parts: href, which is mandatory, then target is optional, and then again open that attribute. And image in a web page is drawing painted through paintbrush or photographs taken through a digital camera or a clip art. There are two types of images: inline image and external image. The embed tag defines a container for external content. They are sound effect, the video, clips and moving pictures. An anchor tag is used to create hyperlink in a web page. The anchor element consists of image to hyperlink and the and tag. An email link can be created in a web page using the Melito attribute. So this was all about this chapter. Read the chapter carefully and start practicing for this chapter. Thank you.